What's it really like living in Honolulu, Hawaii? Well, before you make that move here, check out my video on relocation tips that you need to know. Aloha friends, I'm Stephen Proski with Homes in Hawaii for Sale, and I'm at the Kapiolani Regional Park today in Honolulu. Now you've probably seen the Instagram photos, palm trees, and the sunsets that make Honolulu look pure paradise. And don't get me wrong, Honolulu is an amazing place to live. But if you're seriously considering moving here, it's important to talk about the other side too. The challenges, the frustrations, and yes, the things that might actually make you hate living in Honolulu. So today, I'm breaking down the 5 things that you will hate about living in Honolulu and what you can do to prepare for these items and still make your dream move come true. Number 5, you will always be an outsider in Hawaii. Yes, you'll be only a resident, but never truly Hawaiian. Here's the hard truth. No matter how much you embrace the culture, if you're from the mainland, you'll always be considered a mainlander. And if you are Hale, the label sticks even more. Unlike the mainland, where you can probably call yourself a Texan, a Chicagoan, or a Californian, here, you're not going to be Hawaiian. The only people who might call you that are your mainland friends or your family and people who don't know any better. So what does that mean? It means that you will need to adapt deeply into the local ways. If you embrace the customs, respect history, and approach life here with humility, you will find community. But if you cling tightly to your mainland identity and ways, the cultural distance will eventually push you out. Living here requires a real shift in self-perception. Even if you've always been seen as an outsider, if you can embrace yourself in the lifestyle, you'll be just fine. Number 4, traffic is brutal. A 6-mile drive can take up to an hour on a bad day. If you hate traffic, Honolulu will test your patience. Trust me. Hawaii's traffic is constantly ranked among the worst in the nation. A commute that should take you 30 minutes can easily stretch into 2 hours during rush hour. And because most of the island roads funnel onto a few highways, a simple accident can shut down the entire area for hours. I'll give you an example. During the tsunami evacuation warning a month ago, Honolulu's highways came to a complete standstill. I was taking a client to the airport just 6 miles away, and it took us more than 2.5 hours to get there. Yes, 2.5 hours. Locals often plan their entire day around traffic. If you don't want to live in your car, you'll either need to pay a premium price to live close to work or settle for lower paying jobs near your home. Either way, it's a trade-off. You'll need to think about that very carefully. Number 3, everything. Everything is expensive. The paradise tax is real and it adds up fast. Let's not sugarcoat this. Honolulu is expensive. And I don't just mean housing. I mean everything. Groceries, gas, dining out, furniture, appliances. It all costs more. Even local goods carry a markup, and anything that has to be shipped in, double or triple what the price would be on the mainland. Amazon Prime has made life easier here, but not everything ships to Hawaii from Amazon, especially items with lithium batteries. So why the high prices, you ask? It's a combination of factors: limited competition, high real estate costs for warehouses and stores, higher government overhead, and the sheer price of shipping to an island. People here get used to it until they visit the mainland and realize how much they're paying for what locals call the paradise tax. If you don't budget carefully, constant cost of living can wear you down. Number 2, crowds everywhere. If it's good, it's crowded, I guarantee it. Anything that becomes even somewhat popular in Honolulu, expect it to be packed. From a hot new restaurant, you'll wait an hour. Big concert coming to town, sold out in minutes. Big surf competition on the North Shore, forget about finding parking. Even shopping sales at the mall can create some traffic backups. It comes down to supply and demand. Oahu has a high population density, limited variety, and culture that surprisingly is okay with waiting in long lines. For people moving from the mainland, that constant crowding can be frustrating. If you don't like crowds or long waits, this may be one of those hardest parts of adjusting to island life. Number one, it can feel like poverty. Yes, $150,000 here buys you a lifestyle of $75,000 on the mainland. The financial reality of Honolulu is tough. Middle class here often lives in what would be considered poverty levels on the mainland. Families work multiple jobs, live paycheck to paycheck, and housing expensive, often substandard compared to what you would get on the mainland standards. As of 2025, you need to make at least $150,000 to live here the way you would live for $75,000 anywhere else on the mainland. Housing prices start over $1 million for a single family home, and renting a one-bedroom condo in a popular area like Kaka'ako could cost you $3,700 per month for a one-bedroom unit. Unless you're coming in as a high earner or already financially comfortable, be prepared to downgrade your lifestyle in exchange for the privilege of living here. It's one of the hardest adjustments for newcomers to make. Test drive the lifestyle before you commit. Before making that leap, spend some time in Honolulu as you already live here. Rent an apartment instead of a hotel. Shop for groceries locally. Try driving through rush hour traffic. Pay attention to the little things, parking, utility bills, even how long it takes to run errands. You'll quickly find out whether you can handle the daily challenges that come with living in paradise. Remember, Hawaii is more than just beaches and sunsets. It's real life with real struggles. So, will you hate living in Honolulu? Well, you could. But being aware of these challenges, the outsider identity, the traffic, the high cost, the crowds, the lifestyle trade-offs, gives you the power to prepare. Honolulu can be absolutely wonderful and the right choice if you come with a realistic expectation and a plan. So if you found any of this information helpful, can you please hit the subscribe and like button so people like yourself could find us? I will really appreciate it. Hope you have a great week. Mahalo.